All my people out there in the world, this is your boy Jehoshaphat, and I just had a couple things that I want to talk about today. Black power, black pride, black peace, black love. My thought for this morning time was on integration. As I strolled through my city and I talked to a lot of older black people, I asked them this question, since they came from that time and they came from that era and they know way more than your boy know. I asked them, did integration work? And as I look at integration, I still don't see it. I still don't see all the opportunities that we were supposed to have but not given. I ask you this question: with us being integrated into this society, did it work? Do you have the same opportunities as everybody else? A lot of people, I know a lot of people would like to think that, okay, I live here in America, so I'm born with a set opportunities like everybody else, as long as I work hard enough and I can thrive. Okay, you can, but you cannot sit here and tell me that everyone that lives in this country got the same opportunities. I put on my shoes, one shoe by another, just like any other person. And as I go through my city and I see these different jobs, racism is still prominent in this land. Racism is a big factor on everything that goes down in this land. Like, how can you expect to go get a job somewhere and you only see one type of person working there? Is that integration right there? Is that an equal, fair chance for people to obtain the same opportunities? I can never see it as that way. I don't see people having the same opportunities. Now, the small portion of our population, let's just say it's 10%. That 10% is given a whole lot, but you can't say that other 90 can do their best and work their hardest to get it when it's only given to a few. So you can work hard, you go to school, you could try to be whatever you want to be, but let me ask you this question: what is that job promised? You go to school to be a doctor. What is your chances on them actually giving you that job? You can go looking for work anywhere in your city. What is the opportunity? I tell people like this all the time. I tell them, if you go to a place and you see a black person that look like you might as well go try somewhere else, because that's what I seen in my city. I see that they have they token people that they put up there. And I hate to say it like that, but that's all that I see. So all I could tell my brothers and my sisters, especially the young ones, if you go to a job and you see a brother that look like you, or you see a sister that even remotely resembles you, they not looking for no other black person no more, because they already got them. So why would they hire another one? And then when I go to different places and I start looking around, like, where's all the black folks at? They can't hire one black person for this whole job. Where's the equal opportunity at? Now, it was this one thing that they had that said, okay, if you have this, then you gotta give these people a job. And the term, it escapes my mind right now, but affirmative action. Now, as many jobs as I done had throughout the years, and I've been working ever since I was a little tiny kid, but let's just stay on the government level as actually having them pull out money out of my taxes. There has never been a job I have ever applied for that affirmative action got me. None. So when people say, oh, well, black people got affirmative action and it helps them give me jobs, that makes me hella fucking mad right there, y'all, because that's not the way of the world. That's not how it works. I have never got a job because of affirmative action. So to me, affirmative action is not for black people. If it's not benefiting us, then how could it be for us? So, and then as I look at my city, I just look at all these different people and all these different jobs, and I don't see my people here getting the opportunity to work like that. I'm not gonna sit up here in front and act like it's not a portion of black people that just don't want to work. I'm not gonna say that, but that portion is so small. I cannot be mad at my brothers and sisters out here that's got to do what they got to do to make their money. If I was in a situation, I would have to do the same thing too. If you're not gonna give a man a job, what do you expect him to do? If a man gets off his ass, heads out to that door, and tries his best to obtain a job, and he don't get it, but he still got bills, he still got to put a roof over his head, I can't be mad at my brothers and sisters out there. I'm just mad at the ones that's out here hurting people, hurting our other brothers and sisters for no apparent reason and killing them in cold blood. I don't like them. On that level, I'll be like the minister. I tell you something, just like he said, death to those who kill us. I mean that from my bottom of my heart. I hate every single person of my race that would sit there and hurt and kill and murder somebody that ain't doing nothing, wrong to them, ain't did nothing wrong to them at all, and they just trying to make a name for themselves by hurting their own people. I wish death on your ass. I hope God takes your last breath out of you tonight at 12 o'clock and you wake up in that long line. I hope you don't even get to that line. I hope you get straight sent to hell. But affirmative action, that ain't for black people. Integration, did it work for black people here in America? Is it working for us now? And as I look at everything, I just don't see it like that, yo. I don't see integration really benefiting us that much. It seems like we did better when we were separate. It seems like we had more when we were separate, but anytime we get something good, somebody want to come take it away from us, burn it down, and kill us. So it seems like to me, anytime, even if we right now try to reach a certain level and come together, what's stopping somebody else from trying to come take it all away? Like, it's a town, it's called Livingston out here in California. It was a black town made in like the early 1900s. I could be mistaken on those days, but this whole town was built by black people, and the only reason why the town was abandoned was because the fear of not having any water. Now, you mean to tell me all of our people came together, built a whole town for us to prosper on, now they ain't got no water? What happened? You know what I'm saying? What happened? That seems sneaky. That sounds foul. That seems like something was put in play just to get all of our people out that town and out that city that we built with our hands. You know what I'm saying? With our hands. So we damned if we do. We can sit here and try to separate and build our own. You know what I'm saying? And what's gonna happen? We could stay here in this society and get crumbs and nickels and pennies and dimes and never be treated like black people. So I ask you, black man, I ask you, black one, the black folk out there that love their people, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do as a people? Do we completely separate ourselves? Will that work? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's like some people got to keep an eye on whatever we doing, and when we get so great, we get knocked down. So I don't know, y'all. It's real confusing, and it just lets me know that we're restricted. It's like we still got chains on us, and we only allotted to do so much. And them token black people that they put up, more power to them. You know what I'm saying? More power to them. But not every black person is a token black person. If every black person was token and we was all given jobs and we all could work, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about none of the stuff that we talking about, because we would be prospering as a people, wouldn't we not? So this is just a couple thoughts that I had for today. I want you to comment on everything that I said for this day. Peace to all my people. Black power, black love, black uniting, black unity, black power, black pride. Get some love for your people, because after it's all said and done, we all we got. We can't depend on nobody else, and everybody looks at us like, how can they not stick together? They not sticking together. That's why they having it so hard. We can't really have a voice as black people in this country if we're not willing to all stand together. You cannot have black people willing to give their life to build us up, and then you got another portion of us that's just tearing us down, and they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They see poor Billy with his backpack on, trying to go to school, get his education and get a job, but he's looked at as lesser than a black man because he actually wanted to get an education and build himself up. You cannot have a group of black people tearing us down and another group of black people trying to lift us up. Ain't no middle ground on this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no middle ground. You either is or you're not. You either trying or you're not. You either down for your people or you not. And I told y'all, I tell you again, I'll be just like the minister, deaf to any of our people that brings pain, misery, and death on our own people. I wish you would die. This is your boy Fat Boy Fish with my talk for today. Peace to all my people in the world.